Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to change your cover page. Okay, so I'm just going to import a URL from our blog, and remember when you do an import, not to just import the home page. You need to import an actual post. Okay, so you click on next, and so that will pull that one in, and I'm going to choose a let's just choose this template here. Okay, and so that's coming in, and then we'll have our cover page. Okay, so as you know, all these images that we provide for the covers are just placeholders. Okay, so you should change them. Don't use our standard ones because if other people will, and you really want this thing to stand out. Okay, so first thing you probably want to do, and I'll fix this in a minute, and I'll show you how to do that. First thing you want to do is change this background image, right? So what you can do is you click this icon here. So you click anywhere on the image, select this icon here that says Set Cover Image. Okay, click on that, and you can upload any cover images or search over hundreds of thousands of images. Okay, and it's best to do like really broad types of searches. So if I search Galaxy, because you kind of want simple images, but simple images that are visually striking too, right? So if I look through these, so there's a picture of a galaxy there. Okay, and it pulls it in like that. Let's just change it just to show you another one. If you want to preview any of these, by the way, this little icon on the bottom left here opens it up, okay? And so you can see the image in full. So let's try that one. Okay, so it just puts it straight in there like that. And of course you can upload plain images, and if you're a pro or an agency, you'll have cover images in there as well. The other thing you can do is pull images in from a URL. So if you know the image where it is, okay, then you can just paste it in here, and it will suck it straight in. All the images get stored here in My Images, and including when you upload images yourself, they all get stored here. So they're really easy to find again. Right, so let's say you have your basic cover. Then there's a few things you can do. Okay, so first of all, you might want to make this container wrap the text properly. Okay, so I'm going to just drag that over like that. Okay, so now the container is fully encapsulated around my title. Then you might think, well, actually, I don't like this layout. Okay, so let's click on the actual text itself, and you can then change the size. So what I'm going to do is go to my inspector here on the left, go to text style, and at the moment it's set to 64 points. So I'm just going to reduce that down to 40, like that. So then I'm going to make this border a bit smaller as well to match. And what I'm going to do then is move it. I don't want it in this position, so I can just click on it once, and you see this crosshair icon appear, which means I can move it, and I can just drag the whole thing across to the right, or in the middle, or at top, or wherever I want it. Let's put it over here on the right, and let's just make this a bit smaller too. Okay, now the background color of this box you can change again by just clicking on it here and going over to the left and selecting background and clicking on color, and this is where you can change it to any color you want. Obviously solid colors can be a bit too much, and what I find works really well is even if you select a really strong solid color or strong visual color, if you use this, the opacity tool, and make it a little bit more transparent, I think it makes it look a lot more professional. Okay, so I've just made that background a little bit more transparent, which makes it stand out. The other thing you want to do then is two things. First of all, you might want to put something in the box down here. So ebook author is an obvious one, so I can put my name here. Then you might want to just move it though. So rather than being in the center, click on it and let's drag it over to the right. And let's do a bit more than that. So this container here, let's make it a bit bigger. I want to put some more text in there. So I'm happy with that where it is. I want to make this color, the container, match the color I've already done up there. So I have that selected. I'm going to background. I'll click on color. There's the last one I used, okay, which is obviously the one further up for the title. Let's click on that. And again, we adjust the opacity for that, okay. And that will come in just a second. The next thing I want to do is I want to make this a bit bigger up there so I can put some more text in under here. And the way to do that, so I go to Elements and go to Typography, and then let's drag in a paragraph into there. And I'm going to put, a novel, non-fiction novel. Okay. Now, obviously, that's in dark color, which is no good for us. So I'm just going to change that to a white, so it stands out, and just move that over there, underneath there. Okay. And then perhaps I want to put, some copyright or something like that under there. Copyright, who. Again. Make that like that. Put that down there. In fact, I'm going to make that size a bit smaller. Like that. Can you now see how this is really starting to come together? Then if I've got a logo or something I want to put in the middle here, then I go to Elements, go to Media, drag the image in, okay, and this designer logo is just a placeholder, okay. Click on the M, and then I can upload an image from my machine. Let's do that now. Search for the designer logos, pull in a logo, open, uploads the image. There's my logo. Click on Use Image, and it puts it in there. Okay. Now, here's a little trick that you might not realize is any image within your document you can change by clicking on Edit, and it opens up a photo editor. Okay, so I can then put effects or anything on this this image. So I can give it a little sepia style color, and can crop, change the size, increase the brightness, and do a few little tricks and all that sort of stuff that you might want to do on an image that you've pulled in. Okay, but you can do this literally with any image within the document. Okay, so I'm pretty much done, so I'm going to just I can just size this image a little bit smaller, like that. And I'm just going to put it down here. Oops. And there is my cover. So if I save that, let's publish it. Here comes the document. Okay, there we go. 4 hacks to increase your opt-in conversion rate with my footer details here. And that is how you do your cover page. Obviously, if you've got Pro or Agency, you can also create your 3D cover image. Okay, and you do that by going out and clicking on the 3D icon here, and that's where then it creates your cover just like that. Okay, that's it for this video.